wrist assessment, checking in with your thumb, right? Outways. Bringing your weight back if that feels too much on the wrist or the hands. And we play with doing one at a time, right? Instead of, if you don't have that range, just exploring one at a time. Just kind of seeing, being forward is going to make it a little bit more accessible than back. Right? That makes me have to stretch more. This is why we use one hand at a time. I can stay over my wrist. Okay. That's just kind of more of assessment. The next one is that puppy pose. So I want to play with being equal in my knees and toes. I also have a tendency to weight shift to one side. And I'm just seeing how far can I feel like the stretch and the elongation without disconnecting, right? So I want to feel how far through, how integrated my body, my arms still feel. At the same time, assess what side may feel a little tighter. I'm initiating the movement from one side, actually from my legs and my knees. So I'm kind of grounding through there first and then exploring. Grounding through my knees, right? Sometimes I'll take this into even more like exploration. But I'm always trying to feel how it's connected to the whole. And then let's straight this side. So I'm gonna walk out, and I can feel that. I can feel it all the way down here. And I'm just gonna keep tracking to see that relationship of the arm to the rest, to the core, right? As I walk over, this feels about limited, so I'm gonna stop there. Find the rest of my body, and then I'm gonna keep that weight in the outer edge of my pinky as I just gently kind of roll up, the thumb up, and I'm thinking of the pinky side. I'm gonna roll down. Again, I'm gonna see, I'm looking to try to feel the spiral of the humerus and what it's saying to the rest of the body, right? And then, of course, you'll do the other side. The other side may go more, it may go less. Just kind of honoring that roll in and that roll out. And then the last was the thread the needle. And again, equal weight. You've got the line on your mat. You want to keep your spine and your head in line, right? So we're not weight shifting off to the side. And just assessing what's available. I like to cue to start at this hand and shoulder blade. Core kind of supports me, so I don't get into this pattern. Right? I'm not forcing myself down into collapse. I'm reaching. Right? I can feel my right hip here holding. I can feel that all the way to the hip. So I'm going to come out of that a little bit because it's a little painful. Right? And each time I do it, it may get a little open a little bit more. I'm going to think of length from head to tail, so I'm going to stay long. And I want to think about the three-dimensional. So my left arm is actually coming from the back of my body. Right? So my ribs are spiraling around the spine. And find my right hand to shoulder. Right? And I'm just going to really thinking of reaching, right? Connecting to the floor. And that just went a little bit lower. My weight's kind of dumping in the right, I'm noticing, so I want to kind of finding that equal weight. And then eventually, if it feels good, if I feel like I can still, I'm not going to collapse here, I want to keep a little reach, grounding, keeping the fascia tone, and then I can maybe play with like where this arm wants to be. It doesn't have to support me, but it can. Yeah. And not staying for too long, just as a way to feel. Yeah, and then reassess your wrists again afterwards, because that's where you felt like your hands felt different there. Yep. Kind of playing with weight shifting. And if it feels good, then you can kind of play with that, the balance. Right? Could you pick up? Right? Just playing with, can you feel those lines of connection? Those cross pattern lines of connection, right? Which then lead us to crawling. Crawling.
We went back to putting weight onto both hands, that the pretty strong soreness wasn't really present. It was way reduced, and I mean markedly reduced, which I totally didn't expect. So that was really cool. And then moving on through the flow and taking the gentle time with it and checking in, I just felt like an unwinding was happening, and it felt like really possibility of healing through, especially this injury that it's been nagging for almost a year. So it felt very empowering.
You said something about you felt a trickle in your
Oh,
spine.
I did. I had like a little chill down the spine as I got up, going like, wow, this is really a possibility that's open to me. You know, has been open, but today I actually tried it, and so quickly to have a feeling of opening and change was not something I expected. This simple healing practice might be a way that I can help myself heal through, get past this shoulder issue that's felt so confining and kind of negative, you know. So it was really a positive feeling.
Yay!
Thank you.
Mwah.